Yo, yes, before you say anything, I did shower before making this video. I need to be clean for the camera. I mean, I could lick myself clean like a cat does, but I'm not doing that because I'm not a cat. If you haven't watched Deadpool before, if you're old enough, I recommend watching the first two. I would never thought watching someone yap for hours would be funny, but Ryan Reynolds managed to do that. From now on, I'm calling him Marvel Jesus or MJ if I'm feeling nasty. Okay, so let's go over the bad then the good. This is spoiler free, by the way. The relationship between MJ and this girl was useless. You will see why when you see it. It was just completely pointless at the end. It would have ended the same if they were together at the start. Some jokes didn't land. Another point was lost. The antagonist wasn't that threatening either. All she did was threaten the timelines. But this is the only time I'm gonna defend it. It sounds predictable, but once you know her power, it makes you really think how they're gonna stop her. We've already seen threatening timelines a ton already. Come on, this is nothing new. But I'm just excited to see Deadpool in action. Some scenes were just flat out disturbing. Another point lost. It was just not fun to watch. It's so damn disturbing. And yes, I get it. That was the point of it. But still, it just didn't fit right in. The Deadpools didn't do much. Again, the Deadpools were revealed from the trailers. This is not even a spoiler. All they did was battle our Deadpool. They didn't even help. 2 points already disappeared into Deadpool's crack. And finally, Logan could have gotten a happier ending. The ending was good, but it just could have been better. And that was one of the complaints I had with the ending. And I gotta say, this was an improvement over the second one. The cinematics was the best out of the three films. Marvel really gave us a great treat with that. It's kind of like gambling, but both sides win. How they used time for the most part was really well done. The time traveling. It was really funny when they were giving Fox Studios the greatest smoke. It was so great, it would make a chain smoker jealous. 20th Century Fox is just catching strays. They were also now holding back or roasting others. I said on X that people are crying because they roasted them. Like, calm down, dude. It's just a joke. Why are you such a snowflake? Ryan Reynolds did a really good job as MJ, as always. Except this movie, he was even more hilarious. Him and the writers really outdid themselves with the jokes. He was way funnier than the first two films. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine is basically MJ if he was angsty. The polar opposite of him. I just didn't realize that until they did a movie together. And how they worked together was really phenomenal. The development between the two was so wholesome. It felt like they were brothers. And of course, we had to talk about Peter. The way he out-Petered everyone was just amazing. No one stood a chance. The writers just had to nerf him in the film. Tisk tisk. The soundtrack was really good for the movie. It just really fit in with how emotional it was. Okay, now let's taste this baby on the road. The total score is a 150 on the Briometer. It's on par with the first movie. Yes, it was funnier, but a bit less emotional. Still better than the second. The second fell off a bit. Yeah, and I do not think this film alone is going to revive the MCU. After all, they did say it was all for fun. And I did really have a good time watching it. Hopefully, Agatha All Along or Captain America Brave New World will save it. I really have high hopes for Agatha All Along and Captain America. I highly recommend watching all three Deadpool movies if you haven't already. That's about it. Toodles.